Hey everyone, welcome to Color Acres. Today I'm going to show you how to make some sourdough discard chocolate chip muffins. These are delicious. So what we're going to need for this recipe is a half a cup of sourdough discard. Your starter does not need to be active for this recipe, so this is a good time to use up that discard when you're going to feed your starter. It's kind of nice sometimes to not always be throwing it in the garbage. There's lots of great recipes out there that you can add your discard to, and this is just one of many. And 3/4 cup of sour cream, 2 eggs, preferably room temperature, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of avocado oil or any neutral oil, such as vegetable oil or canola oil, that type of oil, not olive oil. A 1/4 cup of milk, I'm using 2%, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1.5 cups of mini chocolate chips. I also threw in a few normal sized ones too. So go ahead and grease your muffin tin. I've got mine already sprayed with some cooking spray here, ready to go. I'm gonna be using my KitchenAid mixer for this, but you can obviously also do this by hand. I'm gonna start by mixing in my oil and my 1 cup of sugar. So there's my 1 cup of sugar. Here's my half a cup of avocado oil. Muffins are just really good. I love muffins. Something different from cookies, but yet kind of similar. Gonna go ahead and start this mixing. While this is mixing, I'm gonna just go ahead and add in my 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of milk, half a cup of sourdough discard. Get my spatula. Gotta stop it so I can scrape this out of the little bowl so I can get all of it in here. There we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my 3/4 cup of sour cream. You could also use Greek yogurt if you rather. Kind of nice anytime a recipe calls for sour cream, you can always sub with plain Greek yogurt, and the other way around as well. If it calls for plain Greek yogurt, you can often use sour cream. Let that mix together for a second. Forgot to mention too, you need some vanilla. A tablespoon of vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. I still have some of my vodka vanilla bean paste that I made. There's a video on this if you're interested. Mine's almost all gone, but I have some bourbon vanilla bean paste in my pantry that I made recently. These are so easy to make. I love the paste. If you haven't watched that video, watch it. It's so easy to make this. I'm just gonna pour some in. And it's delicious. It's so good. Love it. You just use it in place of vanilla extract. If you watch my other videos, sorry, I'm extremely repetitive about this, but that is how much I love this paste. I use it in every recipe that calls for vanilla extract. I'm sure once my vanilla extract that I have going is done, then I'll switch and start using that, but it's gonna be like next year, or the end of the year, I should say. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my 2 eggs. Let that mix. Now we'll add in our 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm just gonna add in half of it, let that mix a little, then add in the rest of it. I feel like it just mixes in a little easier that way. Okay, add in the last half or so. Let that mix together. Just till it comes together. We don't want to over mix it. Okay, that's nice and mixed together. Now I'm just gonna use my spatula here to scrape this off of my paddle. Set that aside. Now I'm going to just take this off my mixer so I can just use my spatula to fold in my chocolate chips. So again, 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. I'm using mostly mini with like maybe 1/3 cup of regular chocolate chips mixed in. I didn't have quite enough mini chocolate chips. just fold that in. This is going to make approximately 12 muffins. All right, get my muffin tin here ready. All right, let's scoop this into our muffin tin. You want to make them pretty full. I'm going to go back and put a little more in each of these. I'm just kind of scooping it all out one scoop first, and then we'll go back in and fill in. We're also going to be baking these at 350. So if you haven't turned your oven on, go ahead and preheat that to 350. You can also sprinkle some extra chocolate chips on top before baking if you'd like. I think I have plenty in mind, so I'm not going to do that today, but sometimes that does make it look kind of nice just to have that extra bit of chocolate right on top. So I would do that if I was taking these somewhere, just kind of gives it that little extra. Right, again, I'm going to be putting these in the oven at 350. You're going to want to bake these for 20 minutes. That's how long mine took earlier today. So earlier today, I did just a half a batch. So I'm going to show you those, show you the finished product. So I've already tasted them. They are delicious. Here we go, super, super yummy. I already ate a half of one earlier. They're really good. So again, I baked these for 20 minutes at 350. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed these sourdough discard muffins. They really are good. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button if you're enjoying our videos and subscribe.